This one wants you to rewrite the trig expression using the differences of squares, and there's a formula, a squared minus b squared. That is a difference of two squares. Here, let me highlight that for you in yellow. It's a difference of two squares. And when you factor this, it factors to be a minus b times a plus b. Those are called binomial conjugates because they both start with an a and end with a b, but one of them has a minus sign and the other one has a plus sign. So they're just opposite signs. And when I look at this problem over here, I definitely have, let's see, 64 is a perfect square, and so is 49, and so is the sign. It's sine squared. And I would see the 64 as an 8 squared. So when you factor that, you get an 8 here and an 8 there. Just like over here, when you factor the a squared, you get an a times an a, because that's a squared. So 8 times 8 is 8 squared, which is 64. And then, of course, one has to be a plus and the other one has to be a minus. And it doesn't matter whether you put 8 minus and then 8 plus or 8 plus and then 8 minus. They're two factors, so it doesn't matter. And then the 49, that's a 7 squared. So I'm going to have a 7 here, and I didn't leave myself enough room here. So minus a 7, and come on, erase, and plus a 7. But I've also got the sine squared of t, so I'm going to have the sine of t with that 7 and the sine of t with that 7. So just so you can see it, here's the 8 times 8, which gave me the 64. And then the minus, it's technically a minus 7 times a plus 7, and that's your minus 49. But also along with it, you have, whoops, I'm supposed to change that, a sine of t times the sine of t, and that's the sine t squared. Which, you know, I got that. And then I go to put it into Mobius, and I had all sorts of problems because it was picky. And so, I need to make this bigger. Mobius says, okay, so I typed in a parentheses and an 8 and a minus, and then a 7, and at first I just typed in sine t. I was just like, okay, sine of t, close the parentheses, and then I did 8 plus 7 sine of t, and Mobius is like, that's wrong. So then I go up here, and I'm like, oh my god, what did I do wrong? And it says, enclose arguments of functions in parentheses, for example, sine of t times x. So, I'll give you an orange pen. They wanted me to put parentheses around the t. That's what that said. And I'm like, okay. So I went and did that, and wrong again. Oh my. So then I go to this next one, and it says include a multiplication sign symbols. Oh, include a multiplication sign between symbols, for example, a times pi. So let me get you a green pen. I was like, okay, I guess they want a multiplication dot here and a multiplication dot there. And it still counted it wrong because they wanted another damn dot right in between these two parentheses. I've never been so annoyed in all my life. Okay, so this is what they want. They want parenthesis 8 minus 7 asterisk, sine, parenthesis t, close the parenthesis around that, then close the original parenthesis, then times parenthesis 8 plus 7 times sine parenthesis t parenthesis, close the parenthesis. And now how did I do it? And if this says wrong, I'm going to be like, ah! There we go. So I just thought that was a little bit too picky, but it is what it is.